Hello friends, welcome back to Technique. Today we will be doing the detailed camera review of the Honor 200 Pro. So Honor 200 Pro has been launched in India with a proper triple camera setup along with a really good telephoto lens. So let's see how good the camera experience is for this price segment. Now this is launched at the price of above 50,000 rupees. In fact 50 to 60,000 price segment has been the pricing for the Honor 200 Pro. So let's see how good the camera experience is on this flagship level smartphone from Honor in India. So before going into the video, if this is your first time on this channel, do hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to get notified of all the videos we publish. So let's have a look at the camera hardware. Now this device comes with a primary 50 megapixel sensor. It is an f1.9 sensor with optical image stabilization and electronic image stabilization, and it's a super dynamic H9000 sensor. And the secondary camera is a 50 megapixel f2.4 telephoto lens, once again with optical image stabilization and electronics image stabilization, and this is a Sony IMX856 sensor. The third camera is a f2.2 ultra wide angle camera and a macro camera which has a field of view of 112 degrees. And on the front panel you get a 50 megapixel portrait selfie camera and a depth sensor. Now this device also comes with professional hardcore portrait modes. Now hardcore is actually a studio which is known for portrait photography, and here we have three different modes included. Hardcore vibrant and hardcore color and hardcore classic modes are included in the camera. We'll talk about the modes and how good the quality is in the video. So let's begin. So first let's have a look at the daylight captures taken with this device. So looking at the daylight captures, you can see that the Honor 200 Pro offers good amount of details. The clarity is good, the details are really nice and wide, and the dynamic range also looks very nice. The colors are done very well actually. In fact the overall clarity of the images looks really nice, and the sharpness levels are also impressive. So overall, if you can see that the 50 megapixel primary shooter with f1.9 does an impressive job, although the colors seem slightly richer at times, but more or less natural looking colors, and they do a really good job in terms of details and quality. So the 50 megapixel primary sensor does an impressive job. Now moving on to the telephoto lens, once again you can see that the telephoto lens has almost similar colors as the primary camera, although at times you can see a slight variation in terms of color quality, but nevertheless it does a good job overall. Now moving on to the ultra wide angle camera, once again you can see that the details are good and sharpness levels are impressive, but again color shift is slightly higher here. You can also see that the primary and ultra wide has a slight color shift in terms of overall quality, but nevertheless it does produce really good results. Now moving on to the close-up shots, once again the Honor 200 Pro impresses with great colors, good detailing, and the dynamic range and the bokeh effect is also really good on the close-up shots. Now this device can also take macro photography. The macro mode is actually automatically switched. You can also go with the super macro, and the results are pretty impressive here. Once again you can go with the zoom or you can go with the ultra wide angle camera, and overall the quality definitely looks good. So macros are definitely available on this device, and they do provide really good experience compared to the regular 2 megapixel you see on a lot of devices. So overall the cameras are good. Now moving on to the portraits. Now once again portraits are really impressive here. You can see the skin tones are good, the background blur and the bokeh effect is also good, although at times it goes to a slightly reddish skin tone, but not a major concern. But overall the portrait quality with the different modes turned out, you can see that this is the hardcore mode, and you can see that they have some kind of vibrant experience with the portraits, and they do look really good. You have the black and white effect in the hardcore portrait, and definitely looks good, and the edge detection also is really impressive. So once again the portraits look really good on the Honor 200 Pro. Now next let's move on to the low light experience. In indoor lighting condition you can see that the details are good, and when it comes to extreme low light you can see that once again it produces pretty good result. The sky colors are maintained pretty well, and the details and sharpness levels with the night mode turned on also looks pretty good actually. But we could see some kind of halo effect in some photos, particularly this one. You can see a slight halo effect across the trees, but nevertheless we feel these are minor issues which can be fixed with software updates. Moving on to the selfies. Now the 50 megapixel portrait selfie camera once again does a pretty good job here. The skin tones are good, the dynamic range looks good, the colors are also done well, although the selfie experience is slightly on the contrasty side. Not a major concern though, but again it looks slightly contrasty compared to the rear camera. Now the portrait selfies also turned out to be pretty good with good edge detection provided with the depth sensor as well. So those were the selfie camera samples taken with the Honor 200 Pro. Now moving on to the video recording, this phone can record 4K 60 FPS video, and you can see that the video is stabilized and looks pretty good. The OIS plus EIS combination works pretty well, and the details and colors are really nice and wide, and the dynamic range also looks really impressive on this device. Now the 4K 30 FPS also has similar experience. Now this is the 1080p 60 FPS footage. Once again you can see that the stabilization is good, and the overall detailing and clarity looks pretty good for the price segment it is being offered. Now you can also shoot wide angle or 21:9 videos using this, and this is a sample video taken in the 21:9 aspect ratio. Now this is the 1080p 30 fps footage taken with the Honor 200 Pro. Once again quality is pretty good, and details and dynamic range looks good, and so is the stabilization offered. Now you can also shoot 4K videos using the ultra wide angle camera. Once again the details are good. There is stabilization offered even for the ultra wide angle camera, which is quite good, and phone can also shoot videos for 4K using the telephoto lens. This is the 4K video. Although the exposure is not really that impressive on the telephoto lens, but still you can see the details and sharpness levels are quite good. So this is the front facing camera sample taken with the Honor 200 Pro. It can record videos in 4K resolution, and you can judge yourself how good the clarity of the video is and also the audio output. So this is the 4K 30 FPS, that's the maximum resolution supported. So this is the 1080p 60 fps footage taken using the Honor 200 Pro. So you can judge yourself how good the clarity is and also the stabilization of the video. So that is a detailed camera review of the Honor 200 Pro. So summing up, how good is the camera on the Honor 200 Pro? We would say it's a pretty good camera, and there isn't anything to complain actually. It's a really good sensor, and the overall details, the sharpness levels, and the overall quality of the three cameras looks pretty good. Especially the portrait algorithm also looks very impressive. So all in all, Honor 200 Pro has a pretty good camera, although some minor fine tunings would make this one of the really good cameras in this price segment. Even without that, the Honor 200 Pro won't disappoint users with the camera experience. Is definitely a stellar camera in this price segment. So that was a detailed camera review of the Honor 200 Pro. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button and also hit the subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.